I moved to 9th standard, and we moved to a section where there were like 5-6 people who have failed 3 years in a row.
Oh my God, the baddies.
Yeah, they're older than us.
Yeah. They're like those people in the middle of the class. They light up a BD.
How did you know, dude? Fuck. Yeah, it's BD Panparag.
Yeah. In the middle of the class, they're getting applause break. Yeah.
So that's the kind of like, these are 4-5 years older than us. And when you're 15 and when you're 14 or 15 and you meet an 18-year-old, it's like uncle.
Yeah, of course it's uncle.
Yeah. So these guys were bigger, this thing, and they were not good at studies. Okay.
I mean, no shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I was that guy. I was like, main inko sudharunga.
Oh my God. So you're like the white lady in the projects.
Sandra Bullock from The Blind Side.
You're like the white.
Like, I'll do one hip hop movement. The crowd will like me. So these guys. So I was sitting with them for and none of the other students who are from my batch who've come to 9th with me. These guys have met us in 9th. Yeah.
This is like, remember the Titans? You know, this one white kid who's like with the black.
Yeah.
The other like, you belong with us, man. You belong with us, man. What the fuck did you hang with the black people?
So these guys were like, okay. And I used to be like, look, I'll help you. Teacher was looking at me like, look at this. And that's all I want, right? I'm this insecure guy.
Yeah, you want like, you have this image of you in your head.
I want
and
to be the savior. I want to be the white lady. The kind of pranks they played, it was not in our league at all.
Okay, got it.
So one guy who was my batchmate, he made fun of this guy called Sonu, okay? And then Sonu peed in his water bottle, which that guy who made fun of, he drank. And he, okay, and he was like, aaj pani kuch alag lag raha hai. And from next day onwards, whenever he comes, Sonu would be like, tere rag mein mera muh dod raha hai, lode.
Oh my God.
This is the level of psycho they are, okay? I didn't know all of this. I was like, no, I can turn them. Just if you focus, bro, you can go to 10th and tera life set ho jayega. And all of that I'm doing. One day what happens is this...
they are like, pani piyega?
I never drank water with them. Unless the water is coming directly from tap into my mouth, I would... One really English-speaking Punjabi guy is like... Teachers like him and he's like, no, miss, can we do this? Can we do that? I want to remind you, miss, you said you will check homework. You're not checking. All that kind of bullshit. And these guys...
This is a guy, right?
This is a guy.
How did he survive school with that like kind of accent? And
because there were enough girls who wanted to be around. There was a separate group. These
guys,
yeah.
Like he was like the Saif Ali Khan and Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein.
Yeah.
He was like that.
Behno ka bhaiya, garibon ka bhaiya, aa gaya.
I know. Yeah, he was like that guy.
Even when he gets caught in that movie, and the principal is like, Samra, you come from a good family.
Yeah, I didn't expect this from you.
You is like, I wasn't even there. It wasn't even me.
That is a good Saif Ali Khan.
Yeah. Obviously English speaking guy, girls like him. So these failure 4-year 4 saal se 9th mein students obviously hate them because the teachers are always like, learn from them. One day what happened was this guy got some powder from somewhere, and while everyone was in the assembly, so they put this powder inside his water bottle, shaked it, and it was like crushed julab ke goliyan, right? Like laxatives.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So this guy drank and he lost his shit. He's sweating, almost about to faint, went to the bathroom 3 times and then had to be taken to the hospital to give IV. A 9th standard student, okay? And after that, obviously it got escalated. Now the investigation starts. The teachers get involved, vice principal get involved. And they're like, get me everyone who hangs out with these failure kids.
Oh!
Yeah. So then I went, you know what my argument was? You know what my...
This is like,
so they call me into this principal room, okay? The guy who had to be taken to the hospital, his mom is there and she's arguing in English and she's talking directly to the principal. How dare can you? How can I put up with this? Like, I'm one of these guys, the mom is standing, she's yelling, the vice principal is like, no, we're going to investigate. And they got all these guys, they're like, bata do kya dala hai, bata do. And he's like, madam, maine kuch nahi dala hai. They're acting all innocent.
Of course.
But they look like rowdies, okay?
They're
older kids. Like, they're like 8. They should be in engineering first year or something.
Yeah.
So
they're like getting work calls in the middle. Like they're talking to manager. No, sir, I'm stuck in a meeting. I'm coming.
In school uniform.
Yeah, like their wives are calling. Where is the kid? Did you drop him to the school? These guys are
standing there and they called me in. And I was like, what happened, ma'am? Like, I genuinely don't know what has happened, okay? And she's like, you know what they've put in there? Tell me what you know. And I was like, ma'am, I don't know. It wasn't me. I speak English. My argument is,
I'm a white lady.
how could I have done this? I speak English. Look how fluent I am. And then my teacher's like, yeah, he's actually a good student. It couldn't have been him.
Oh.
And then those guys realized that they're holding me. Like that one teacher came and held my tires. Like, tell us now.
One guy confessed.
He was like, okay, madam, I'll show you what I put so that the doctors can treat him. So he brought fucking one old Punjab Kesari newspaper ke andar one brown powder. Literally, like, imagine the argument. If this was a sketch somewhere imagine the video where this guy's like, what is your argument? How did you get off it? I spoke in English, bro. Like,
yeah, you can't like, that's like racism worked in your favor.
Yeah, and I'm also calling it out. Ma'am, how
I speak English.
At next period, when we were sent back to the class, these guys were detained. Like, their parents were asked to come to school and all. I immediately went,
took my
bag and sat next to a girl. I'm like, now,
Didi ji, please.
Please,